Hello everyone, assalamu alaikum, it's Farzeen and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with some scrapbooking hacks for you guys that are really helpful for me at least, and I hope they will be helpful for you as well. So without further talking, let's get into the hacks. So hack number 1 is that when we make the hinges inside the album base, instead of making them ½ inch or 3/4 inches, what I like to do is I make them a whole 1 inch, because that way it's a lot more sturdier and it works better than the ½ inch one. At least for me, it works better than that. So do give it a shot, because this hack really works. And if, as you can see here, I have all these hinges scored at 1 inch. These are all 1 inch hinges. I tend to make all my bases with a hinge that has 1 inch on it. Here as well, this is an unfinished album that I will be sharing soon, inshallah. And yeah, this is the first hack. So now let's move on to the next one. Okay, so for the next hack, this hack is an alternative if you don't have a scoreboard like me. If you have a paper trimmer that looks something like this, you can always use this as a scoreboard as well. Just put your paper wherever you want the score line to be, measure it 2 inches, 3 inches, whatever it is, and just adjust your paper and use a ruler to make nice score lines. This hack always works, and it's really helpful. I always use this. Just be very mindful when you're doing this, because you don't want to tear up your paper. Just gently use your ruler to make score lines where you want to fold the paper. And this ruler is really helpful as well. I'll show you, because the next hack involves this ruler. But for now, you can see how I'm making the creases. Here you have a really nice score line. And yeah, now let's move on to our next hack. So this next hack is going to be really helpful if you don't have a bone folder, because if you have a ruler, it's going to work just fine. Especially if you have a ruler that looks something like this. This is a wooden ruler, doesn't tear up the paper or do anything, just makes nice creases. You can use this as a bone folder. Always use this as a bone folder, and it works just fine for me. And you do not have to have fancy tools to create something amazing. You can do it without those fancy tools as well. And now this next hack, hack number 4, is going to be useful if you want even cuts or even score lines for your papers. It can be designer paper or just cardstock. So I have this scale that comes with this paper trimmer. If you have something like this, you can always use it to your advantage. So I'm putting it at 3 inches, and now I'm going to make some cuts on this cardstock, and you'll see how even all 4 sides are going to be, and how even the 2 pieces I'm going to cut are going to be. So this hack is really useful if you don't want to mess up with your cuttings or your score lines. So here I have 2 pieces. These are going to be 2 3 by 3 inch squares. If you were interested in buying this paper trimmer, I got this from Anarkali Crafting. You can always just go there and order one. It works really nice. And now you can see how even they are. Like, you have the perfect cuts and you have the perfect size, not a bit longer, not a bit shorter, just the perfect size that you want. Right, so we are down to the last hack, hack number 5. For this last hack, I'm going to show you how you can use an old scissor to make the score lines. If you don't have a scoring tool, just don't worry too much. If you have an old scissor like this one with a rounded edge, which is not sharp at all, which in case mine isn't sharp at all, doesn't cut anything really, and I do use this sometimes to make the score lines. I'm going to show you how. So take a piece of paper and use your ruler to measure and stuff, and just keep the scissor closed. Do not open it, keep it closed and make nice score lines. And you can see how nicely it's going to bend, even and nice crease there. You can always use your old stuff to your advantage, and you can use it to burnish it as well. With the rubber body it has, works just fine. So again, you don't have to have fancy tools to make something awesome and bring your imaginations to life. Just to work with whatever you have, just like I do. And here I use this scissor to make these bending lines, score these bending lines on my bases as well. And you can always use this technique to do it as well. Not really a technique, but still it's a technique. So yeah, this is it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope these hacks were useful for you. If they were, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and follow me on my Insta. If you want custom orders, do reach out to me on my Instagram and we can discuss the details there. And yeah, this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.